Welcome to 10 News Network. Myself Singh Sangeeta, and today we are at Delhi World Public School Greater Noida, a premier educational institution which has been making waves in the region. And today we have with us the principal Dr. Hema Sharma to talk us about the school journey and vision. In this exclusive interview, Dr. Hema Sharma will tell us about the school's journey since its inception and highlighting its achievement and challenges the school has overcome. Ma'am, please tell us about the foundation year of this institution.
So this particular organization was incepted in 2016. So almost 8 years now we are running it with it.
Ma'am, what is the USP of your school?
So before I revert to your question, I would say the importance of education. So importance of education, it's such a journey, and major responsibility comes over to the shoulders of the organization because you need to cater them to the social domain, their physical domain, their mental domain, because children aging from 4 years till 16 years, they stay in the school, and that's their learning year. So school has to very meticulously design its curriculum, its structure, so as step to step the child is really shaping up in every kind of domain which I just stated. You asked me what are the challenges in the school. So I would not say as a challenge, because when you are working or you are taking care of the children or the teaching team also as with you, coming from the different areas or different families, so definitely all cannot be alike. So your education, which we bring it into them, keeping in mind the learning adaptability of every child. So how, when we face a child who's a slow learner, of course, the team is designed in such a way and they are experienced in such a way that they design the activities of such children. And of course, it has been evident that over the years, with the persistent labor and the help of a teacher, the child really marks well. So in terms of communication skills, yes, we feel at times there is a challenge, but then the team is ready to tackle it. And they really bring the child to at par, who could communicate, who could express himself or herself very fluently. Another thing, because when you bringing up the children all together, doing all activities, or may it be the academic results as well, again the responsibility comes in that you cannot divide the children to the level who's a low achiever or who's a higher achiever. Again, you have to bring them in a blend where they learn. And the best part is we need to understand the USP of every child. And then we hone, and then we expertise, into that particular area wherein the child definitely grows. So I would not say there is any other challenge. So there are, and the team is ready to take care of it.
Ma'am, as you talked about the USP and the journey of your school, I would like to ask about the accomplishment the school has achieved during its inception.
Now, as I said, it's almost 8 years journey. So there had been a lot of, the feathers in the cap of the school, Delhi World Public School Greater Noida, which we really feel proud about. So including our national awards, international awards, which had been given and honored in Sri Lanka. It was honored in Singapore and multiple other countries as well. And when I come down to my inter-school level also, children who have been prepared for every art of state, may it be dance, drama, sports, they're excelling well. And one of my students also had brought gold medal into the, I would say, the weightlifting. Also, there's a girl who just played the nationals shooting. So school is, yes, providing every opportunity for a child and honing them, brushing them, chiseling them, so that whatever best they can, they should do. So teachers, yes, they are to push them up. We have the coaches, almost all 10 coaches for the different sports, and therein every child can opt, or he or she has already opted their favorite sport, and they have been practiced, and they have been trained into that particular sport which they opt for. Then this is another reason. Then coming up, how do we prepare them for the competitive examination? So we have couple of the collaborations with the schools or the colleges, plus there are companies, I could say Akash, so they're also on roll. One is EduSoul coming up on the roll with us, so they would be training our children for the competitive exams as well. So it's not only about the state of arts, but it is all about the future career as well, because the journey starts of a child at 4 years here and cross goes to 12th, and by the time the child is into 6th, 7th, 8th, especially comes by the 9th. So yes, the team is there because there are a couple of career guidance are being given, and by the time the child goes to the 12th, he or she is ready to understand what are they picking up next.
So ma'am, please tell us about the NEP implementations in your school.
Okay, so if I talk NEP 2020, if you would see even before NEP 2020, more of the domains were almost the same. It is just few changes. One is the nomenclature of the groups they have given, which is foundational and the primary and the middle and the secondary. So you don't say it's secondary and the senior secondary. Apart from that, when you talk about the life skills, you need to prepare your child for that, no matter. Then if it comes the critical thinking, the decision making. So again, how do you teach them, or how do you imbibe these qualities in the child? So then you have to create your curriculum into that way. You have to give them the platform through the multifarious activities so that they learn about critical thinking, about decision making. Then you portray a situation to the students. It's them to decide how do they go, and then on. That's how it's a preparation of a journey. Life is a journey, and we're preparing children to go ahead with the journey. Then apart from that, when we say it's a today's educational system which is almost all IT headed, so we do have a lab of 3D printing and the robotics. So definitely the children who have inclination towards this innovation, so they always go to those labs and they create multi kind of models or the robots which really work on the real life. So this is how very young age they are learning, and by the time I'm sure they are holding hand of the experts or the guides, they are going to think something beyond that, and a day, never know, if they could come out with the best of the project into 3D or the robotics as well.
Ma'am, where do you see your school down to line 5 to 10 years from now?
I would see my organization, yes, in terms that especially my children of grade 12 who have passed out maybe 3 years back, the first batch. Now, by the 5 years, I'm expecting them to be on a very, very coveted places. And that would be our earning. That would be a proud moment that alumni, they are now settling down in their course of journey as a professions. Apart from that, is a long way to go, and we see, the children right now, we have almost 1,000 students, and yes, I'm sure all plus 3,500 or 4,000. This is what I expect my team to be, and I'm sure after 4 years when you come, or 5 years you come and see, so you will see that strength in the campus. And then by the time the school would be working on to the new pedagogies or the new developments, whatever keeps coming in the education, moreover, it's a practical thinking and giving the practical knowledge to a child. So we prepare child for the life, apart from the academics.
Ma'am, please tell us about your journey as an educationist.
You asked a question which is very, very close to my heart. So almost 38 years in the field of education, almost 29 years as a principal. I would say rather a year more than that probably. So the journey which I had started in 96 as a principal, and working in four very renowned organizations of the city. One before that, I started my journey from Ludhiana, then came up to Greater Noida. Having worked, and I learned a lot because we are learners, and every day we learn from the children as well. Because we do not come with a set mind. Administration is one part, but when you are an educationist, you are a learner, true learner. So learning is all around you. Life is giving you all to learn, and that's how we explore ourselves more, and that's how we make ourselves better educationists. Now, being the resource person of a CBSE, I have trained almost, I think, more than 45 workshops I have done for the training of principals, teachers, and students across the country. Apart from that, I had been a member of the inspecting committee also. The new schools, when they come and need to go for inspection. But giving the workshop outside, it again gives us lot of information, lot of experiences, so that when I come back and I share those experiences with my children in here, it helps a lot for them to grow, to groom. Because not only in the classroom there is a teaching or learning is everywhere across. May it be street, may it be home, may it be the school campus, teaching is a continuous process. And what I love best is that probably as a teacher, when I started my career as a PGT English, I started in 1988. So the children that time I taught, the students, the best part is they are still connected with me. So that's my earning, and that's what being educationist, I think I'm proud that I have been into this profession, learning every day and feeling young every day. Apart from the organizational or the professional outlook, I would say I had been a heart stroke last year in December. Why I'm saying this? Because how your mental health supports you, how strong you are. Now, the time I went into the OT for the surgery, the time when the doctor told me that your ECG is not perfect, you need to go under the heart surgery. From that moment till I came out of the OT, not even a second I thought anything negative. It was just as I've just been to a place, spent some time and came out. And trust me, within a week, I was back on my work, having that heart surgery. And when I meet my doctor, Sujit, he always says he has never seen patients such like that. Because lying on the OT table, I'm still asking the doctor, sir, are you okay? So that was something I would say, we never know how the life comes at. So that live every moment, think positive. And if you think positive, everything will good fall to you. And even if there could be people who are suffering with some ailments, please do not give hope. There's always a life to live. So get up, live, but you have to have that aspiration to live. You have to have that will to live, not for anybody else, for your own self. And I'm sure that paves way you to live longer, keeping yourself happy, keeping the others happy, and you are answerable to your own self to keep yourself happy. As far as you understand this, long way to go. So I convey my heartiest thanks to the chairman, Shri Shankar Kumarji, and the director, Mrs. Kanchan Kumariji, because they have trusted me and they have given me the ship of the school to steer it through to the path of success. And I'm sure me and my team, they would be doing the best of it. And as you understand, years to come would come and surely would show the success on a very, very mega part of DWPS Greater Noida.
Ma'am, please tell us about your mentor and share your success mantra with us.
My mentor had been and is my mother. first is she, then always my superior chair. And specifically because if your head, your boss is from education, so it's a multiplication of your energy. That's a multiplication of your thought process, your vision. Because me and the director, ma'am, the vision syncs. And when it syncs, you have a long way to go shaping up the things of the dream we thought of. And then once it's accomplished, plan another dream and shaping it off. And as I said, learning from every child is a success mantra. Because what I know could be obsolete today because I learned it long years back. What I learn it today may be obsolete the next day. But if I am flexible enough to change and to accept, relearn the new, I think that's the mantra of success. And to everybody, I would say always learn, unlearn, and relearn. That's the process of your mantra.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing your success mantra
Thank
with
you.
us.